Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share a reading that I just did. So, using the Wisdom of Love Oracle. So, the questions that I asked, I'll go through them because I was just doing this quick reading for myself, just out of curiosity, and because it was so clear and so kind of like perfect to let us know what's going on around all of this COVID stuff. And so the questions that I asked were, first of all, what do we need to do at the moment around this COVID, this virus that's going on? And the message is to breathe, to stay centered, to stay grounded, to stay in your truth. Don't let the fears and anxieties and worries and all of the things all over the press and the news and all of that, then don't let it send you off kilter, because the most important thing is to take stock, to breathe deeply, and to go within. Now, the next question that I asked is, why is this happening? And so the answer is the yang. It's the yang energy. If you look at that, also it's basically saying that this is for us to take action. For society to take action, for society to wake up and look after the people that can't help themselves, to create a shift in society, basically, so that we are that we remain grounded and centered and go back to the values and the things that really, really count. So that is the reason why, because then I was like, okay, so the question I asked is, what is happening? What? And then the next question that I asked is, why is it happening? And look at that, it was the clean it up card. Because we need to clear up how we've been treating each other, how we have become as a humanity and as a society, right? This is the chance to clean up where we have been going wrong, basically. And what you can see, the fallout of what is happening in the world, is that people are coming together. There was a lovely story on the radio yesterday about a lady who hadn't talked to her son very poignantly in 22 years. 22 is the sign of the beloved. It's the sign of keep the faith and hope, and the Star of David, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine union. And she heard, so her son contacted her after 22 years. So, of course, there is the duality to everything. There are terrible things happening. People are losing their loved ones. People are suffering. People like the homeless. And there are so many vulnerable people. But what it's doing is it's pulling together the big community. It is bringing people together to help the vulnerable, to help the people that aren't in a fortunate position to help themselves. And so this is by doing this, it's creating a cleanup of the way that we have been treating each other. And I mean, could you believe, I couldn't believe when this card came up, because I was like, oh my God, that is just, yeah, that's exactly what's happening, cleaning up how we have been. The next one was like, and why is this happening, right? So kind of like, what do we need to do? Why, basically, why is this happening? But what is the outcome? And the outcome is between worlds. So we are moving out of the darkness into the color. And so we're going from this sort of society before, where we were very centered on ourselves, very centered on, everything about, I mean, to be honest, social media, but now social media is also coming into its own, right? Because now people are using social media really effectively to help people and communities come together to help each other, to be a force for good, right? Of course, there's always duality, but in the large part, then it is a force for good at the moment, and it's helping us come out of the shadow for all of those people that needed support. Then it's helping us all commune together to bring that love, light to each other. And then so the next question that I asked was like, basically, okay, so what's the future, right? What is the future after all of this has happened? And the future was this. It was the soulmate card, which just soulmates in all senses. It's not just about the twin flame journey, because of course we all play our part as a twin flame, as a light worker, because we are, literally we need to put the world in our hands and do healing and send healing energy, put the world in a rainbow and send healing to everyone on this planet, right? To raise humanity, to raise the light. But what I thought was so lovely was that there was the soulmate card that came out, that ultimately this is what it's going to be doing. It's going to be bringing people together in all senses, in all forms. So the overall outcome of this will be a huge amount of love, because there will be love in all sorts of ways. Love for loved ones that have passed, a newfound love for the vulnerable, a newfound love for our neighbours, a newfound love for people all over the world, because there is one thing that happens. If we are all going through the same thing globally, then it unites us. So soulmates, soul gatherings, soul groups in the last couple of days, the Work Your Light guidance that I've got every time has been soul gathering coming together. So it is a uniting of the people. So the message is this: harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship which is fostering personal growth. You are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results of each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially as well. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. So pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. And the message for relationships is that consider love in the deepest sense, a love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so you'll finally claim who you are meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. So pay attention, for you're in the presence of a soulmate who has come to guide you home to the real you. So, interestingly, the protection message for this, which is an important relationship or situation brings you to your knees. This is the kind of soulmate who comes with a powerful gift. Your patterns and all your old stories that don't deserve your well-being enter into this dynamic so you can heal them. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or even inconceivable. The question is not, why did he or she do this to me, but rather, what is the gift in this? Look into the mirror, you'll be only changed for the better. So we could replace that he or she with, what is this virus showing us? And it's holding up a mirror to how we treat ourselves, how we treat our friends, loved ones, humanity. And that's why, it is so important to keep sending healing, love and light out to the world, because this is a wake-up call for us all to unite together into a common cause, into a common bond, and to fight through those fears, to fight through the anxieties that, of course, come up. But that's why we're here, to stand strong and be the light. So I just thought that was so incredible, especially when I asked the question about why is this happening, and it was like to clean it up. I mean, it's just, it's to rebalance what's been happening in society. And there will be so many stories, just like I said about the lady whose son contacted her after 22 years. It's uniting people. And so for everyone out there, then I really send you lots and lots of love, light. Keep anchoring your light, because out of this there'll be some beautiful changes in our societies. And but we've just got to get through it and keep anchoring in that love and light. So with that, I'm just going to share letter 175 from the Divine Love Letter books I do. So these are all channeled messages. So 175 wants to come through. So let's have a look. So 175 is this. Let's see. It is that you are my little ray of sunshine on a cloudy, rainy day. I've been living in my own clouds for so long, and I don't want to live in the shadow. I want to live in the light with you. You open my eyes to a new life, a new me. I feel like I could really make something of my life with you, a lasting legacy, something really good and worthwhile. I love that you bring me back to what is important. You make me question what life is about, why I am doing the things I'm doing and making the choices I'm making. I want to be your tiger. I want to be a warrior for love, for how love can ignite the fire within all of us to live a better, truer existence. There are so many things I want to say, but I guess the biggest thing is you complete me. You make my world a better place. You make me want to be better and to make a dream life. You are the twinkle in the sky at night. Oh, I love that. Okay, so just like it was saying, you bring me into the light. This is what it's doing for all of us, like on a mass scale. It is making us stand next to each other, stand side by side with the vulnerable of society. And, that is a good thing. It is a very good thing. So 175 is to stay on track. Don't come off the rails. The love train is set out of the station. It's going and it's going fast. So if you jump now, you'll hurt yourselves and you may break something which will delay arrival and delay our arrival. And we definitely do not want that. We've been waiting and are still waiting to jump on the love train with you. We're already there in spirit, but we need you to bring it into the station. Interesting that it's talking about trains, because that is one thing that in the UK at the moment they are having lots of people crammed onto the trains, which is one of the things that we need to try and avoid. So to get more trains going so that the key workers and the people looking after the hospitals, etc., can still get around. So it's just, it's just amazing how many people are helping the health service and keeping the country going and looking after all the people. And I'm sure it's the same for every country. It's just an amazing thing. So letter 175 is you're doing a grand job. I'm so proud of you and I'm so grateful to you for sticking by me, for trusting in your heart, for following your own light, for shining like the brightest fairy on the Christmas tree, all sparkly and beautiful and covered in tinsel. How am I ever going to keep up with you? I will need to get us the biggest Christmas tree ever so we can both be beautiful fairies together, sprinkling magic fairy dust all over our lives. You are simply the best. That's really interesting. I think I know whose letter that is. So hello, I think you made a comment on a video yesterday. So, but the other thing is that that's the second message around Christmas, saying I hope that that you're the topping of the Christmas tree. So let's all send out collective intent that this will be all over by Christmas, and so we will be with our families and loved ones at Christmas time. Because who knows how long the self-isolation and the isolation and the lockdown is going to last, but certainly we need to curb the transmission of the virus. So for everyone out there, then I just want to send lots of love, lots of light. Just remember that as a soul, I love the fact that the overall outcome of this whole situation will be soulmates. It will be coming together. There will be huge sways of goodness that come out of this, that communities will come together. Neighbours will start to know each other that probably haven't known each other. People will be talking to each other via social media. All of this stuff that is going to be, of course, such a positive outcome of this situation. So it's really important to stay focused on good, to stay focused on the light, to keep anchoring in the energy of love and light. Because for sure, we are a soul group that are here to help anchor in that love, anchor in healing. So anyway, I thought I'd share it because it was so on point, of course. But the big message is to just breathe, you know, just through these times. If you feel yourself getting anxious and worried, all of those, you know, all of that understandable energies that are, we're all taking on that collective energy. So it's really important to go, if you can get outside, go sit by a tree, connect to nature, feel the roots of coming out of your feet, going into center of Gaia, and transmuting that energy, transmuting those fears and putting golden energy back in, rainbow energy back in, whatever it is for you that your guidance is giving you. So I hope that helps. All right, take care. Bye.